Hello and a very warm welcome to Kognito Key. I am so glad you're joining us for our latest explainer. You know, if you've ever looked at those absolute industry giants and thought, how on earth do they keep dominating the market year after year? Well, you are in exactly the right place today. We're going to break down a core strategic concept that literally separates the true market leaders from the rest of the pack. Let's dive right into our ultimate guide to benchmarking.
So let's start with the big question. How do these top companies consistently outperform their competition? I mean, it's not magic, right? And it's definitely not just blind luck. Every single day, businesses are fighting this relentless, ongoing battle to improve their processes, drive down costs, and push their quality higher and higher. The secret weapon they use to actually bridge the gap between where they are right now and where they want to be, that is benchmarking.
At its absolute core, benchmarking is an incredibly powerful strategic management tool. It basically empowers an organization to set really ambitious yet realistic goals. How? By measuring their own productivity against the absolute best practices out there in the industry. But using peak quality as your primary point of reference, it forces a company to hold up a mirror, take a good hard look, and make a direct comparison against the gold standard in their field. It's really all about understanding what true excellence looks like in practice.
Now, when you kick off this process, you are primarily analyzing three major dimensions. We're talking about quality, time, and cost. And let me tell you, these three are always locked in this delicate, constant balancing act. Think about it for a second. Increasing your quality almost always demands more time and a bit more money, right? So you have to ask, are your products genuinely matching the quality of the industry leader? Are your internal workflows just as time efficient? And are your costs truly optimized? Mastering the tension between those three specific areas is absolutely crucial to supercharging your performance.
In the real world, benchmarking generally falls into two main buckets. First, we have internal benchmarking. This means looking inward, comparing operations between different teams or departments right within your own walls. It asks a very simple question. Why reinvent the wheel if our own IT or HR department has already perfected the process? External benchmarking, on the other hand, means looking out the window. It compares your operations directly against competitors or acknowledged industry leaders to drive real breakthrough innovation. Internal is usually a bit faster and safer, sure, but external, that is what truly pushes your boundaries.
We can actually break this down even further, depending on exactly what kind of insights you're hunting for. Process benchmarking looks closely at the how, your day-to-day operations and your workflows. Then you have performance benchmarking, which focuses on the what, those specific metrics and hard data points. And finally, strategic benchmarking looks at the long-term vision, the high-level strategies that are actually driving a rival's success. Picking the right lens here helps you pinpoint exactly what needs to change to elevate your own game.
What makes this tool so fantastic is its incredible versatility. It is definitely not just reserved for the manufacturing floor, You can apply it to human resources to discover way better hiring and retention practices, or use it to optimize your product development, your plant utilization, or even your customer service. Honestly, wherever a performance gap exists, anywhere in your corporate structure, benchmarking can be deployed to find a proven, optimal solution. It's a real game changer.
Of course, executing this requires a pretty rigorous, structured approach. First up, you must identify the exact need. Where's the organization actually falling short? Second, you have to thoroughly understand your own existing processes. Because, let's face it, you can't compare what you don't fully understand. Third, and this is a big one, you must secure top management approval. Benchmarking takes time and resources, and it often brings some uncomfortable truths to light, so you absolutely need leadership buy-in. Only after all that can you move to step 4 and actually identify the best market practices out there.
Okay, so once you've gathered all that vital data, the real transformative work begins. Step 5 is making a direct, brutally honest comparison against your rivals. Which naturally leads us right into step 6, preparing a detailed gap report that documents exactly where you're lagging behind. Now, step 7 is actually where most companies stumble, implementing the necessary steps to fill those gaps. Taking action is literally everything here. Finally, step 8 is evaluation. You have to continuously review your new methods to ensure those gaps are genuinely closing up.
Listen, if there is one major takeaway I want you to remember from this entire explainer, it's this. Benchmarking is never, ever a one-and-done quick fix. It is a fundamental philosophy of continuous improvement. You can't just adjust a process once and expect to sit at the top forever. The market is always evolving, your competitors are always innovating, and your own benchmarks absolutely must evolve right alongside them if you want to maintain a true, lasting competitive edge.
By repeatedly evaluating your performance and aggressively attacking those gaps, you can literally turn your deepest operational weaknesses into your most profound strengths. But seriously, ask yourself this. If you aren't benchmarking today, how do you even know you'll still be in the race tomorrow? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today. If you found this breakdown valuable, please go ahead and subscribe to the Kognito Key channel, hit that like button, and share this explainer with your network. Keep learning, keep improving, and I will see you next time.